Hey guys, and welcome to this video. This is my first attempt at an edited gameplay video, so please bear with me. Basically what we're going to do here is I'm going to show you the build in the beginning here. We're going to skip over a lot of the downtime, which is just time when there's not important information or a lot of travel. So we're going to get this first fight in at spawn, and then we're going to transport ourselves over to the next fight. And we're just going to speed through some of the downtime with speed ups as opposed to skipping at that point, so you can see what I'm looking at. Generally, if I'm speeding up, though, there's not much relevant information, and I'm just basing it off of what I knew before. So we came into this game with an eco weapon with the wind field here, so we know we have to get close to our opponents. So I push up to the clue as fast as I can off of spawn, pretty much, and the clue goes red, meaning we know there's another team here. I'm playing trios, I'm playing solo versus trios, so I need to be careful and figure out where the other team's coming from. They obviously can hear this too, so they know I'm around. I kind of just hang out and listen for some information here before I just go running around the corner. So I know where one's at, and I don't know where his teammates are. I don't know if he's a duo, I don't know if he's a trio. I go look for his other teammate here in a second, once I lose track of him. I deal with the zombie, I go look for his teammate, and then once I don't see his teammate, my health bar starts to regen, so I come back to watch for this guy on the push. Thankfully I do, because right as I come around here, you hear him pushing, I try to react to it. It gets a little hectic, but we pull it out. So we can hear one moving, we have one down. We know there's at least two. We see this guy here, we take a shot and jump behind the wall, figuring out what kind of weapon he has. He has a long rifle, so I don't want to do any actual damage here. This guy comes running around the corner and tells me two things. One, he's an idiot, and two, his teammate just rezzed him and is close to me. We whiff the shot, and I immediately can tell he's a shotgun. I go for the knife, hoping he pushes it, and does exactly that, allowing me to get a knife off before he gets the second shot. If he didn't miss the first shot, I would have died, but he tagged me in the arm, so I didn't actually fall over from it. We get the heal off, and we're going to look for this third guy again. I'm pretty confident in out shooting this guy, so I'm not too worried about the horse making noise. I'm just trying to listen to where he's at and to get an idea so I can take the shot. I know he has a Mosin or a Lavelle. It sounded more like a Mosin specific. But if he's going to hide inside there, I'm a solo player with a wind field. I'm just going to burn his friends and wait for him to come to me. With his friends nice and crispy, now's the perfect opportunity to get my reload off. While I'm reloading, I'm listening for movement so I can tell where this guy's going to come from. Here I'm running on wood and it vastly narrows down where I need to look for him at. I take a shot at him, I miss, and I follow up with an instant shot on the poison barrel. The locusts don't aggro to him, but that tells me that he's moved far enough away from the corner that I don't need to worry about it anymore. So I push the other corner and take a look for him. I don't get the kill, but I then deny area with the explosive barrel there. I go to take a shot as he falls back and I miss, and then I push and deal with his horse. I know where he's at gives him a limited area to move around, and both of his friends are burning in the open. So I push out away from the compound and into the tree line to get a better angle on the outside and the far back side of the compound where I came in from. This also allows me to pretty quickly get back in vision of the guy burning who I shot as he ran around the corner, you know, the first guy I killed. And luckily enough, I'm out here and I see him anyway, so I don't need to worry about him going to get a sneak res off. So on my way over here, the banish went off, which is what drew me directly here. There's another team fighting another boss that I heard on my way here, but I couldn't tell exactly where it was at, and this banish was already started, so I felt like I had to come here first. I see the guy on the roof, and I go for the headshot. I missed the headshot, which really is unfortunate, because I don't have the range to be doing this kind of stuff. I was really hoping on the surprise kill there. I hear these dogs coming up behind me, and I just quickly take those out before I actually lose any health, and I just kind of work this angle to try to deal with the guy on the roof. And I keep an open eye for where these guys could be coming from. I didn't see that man in the window at first until I popped the glass out. Once I popped the glass out, it was really easy to see him, but if I didn't think to pop the glass out, or if I hadn't been expecting teammates, it would have been really hard to find and deal with that man. I have 1 health left in my last big bar here, so I'm just going to sit and let it resume. I have a pretty good health setup, so long distance shots like that land at arms or legs will do very little damage, and actually I can generally save a medkit or heal. Yo! During the time I was reloading, I'm absolutely 100% sure they picked their guy up inside. So I know there's 3 people up, but I know one's damaged. I hear somebody moving here, and I try to take a peek, but I know that he could have a shotgun. I actually see him around the corner in a second here, so keep an eye around the corner. You'll see a little thing from his back, but I can't push in on him because, again, I don't know what weapon he has. If I peek that corner and he has a shotgun, I have to hit a headshot versus him hitting a body shot. It's not a gamble I want to take right now when I'm doing 1v3s. So instead I fall back and I get positioned on the roof to get some height. It'll give me a better angle into the windows. It protects me from some lower peaks, but it makes me a better target for people coming from the sides or back. So I need to keep my eye out and keep paying attention to what's going on in the map. I've been up on this roof a while. These guys aren't coming out to fight me. They're starting to not peek me as much, so I'm going to have to reposition. Because if these guys don't come out, anybody else that shows up soon will just know where I'm at because I've been here for so long. So I take a few more shots after I see this opening here. I rotate off the roof, and I try to get a little surprise on the guy. So it turns out that I whiffed on my sneak attack there, and it backfired to me getting hit. I see his teammate pushing me in the side, and I back off. I panic here, and I heal too early. If I let my health bar regen, I would have gotten my full health back without needing to use a second heal.
Nope.
With them starting to grenade my position, I decided it's time to back up a little farther. I can peg them down a little bit, but I definitely don't want to eat any grenades to the face and be pushed far enough before I can heal. That's one of the easiest ways to die as a solo player, is to get hit by one player, and as you have to retreat or heal, getting tagged by another. So I'm kind of covering for that now by backing up, so if one of them does tag me, I can get a full heal off before I have to deal with either of them. Can't tell whether they lost track of me or if they were actually just hanging out. That shot there reminds me that they were just not pushing out. So knowing that one of them did come down to the first floor, even though he didn't chase me out into the woods here, I moved to the side and I'm starting to look for him. Here's where I almost outplay myself. I hear him cooking a grenade and I bait to the side so that he'll throw it away, but he doesn't even accept the bait, whether he doesn't know that I did it or he didn't know to throw the grenade there. He throws the grenade at my original position and just completely negates any outplay there that I had. Thankfully, I get the kill anyway. With a weapon upgrade to one of my favorite rifles, I'm pretty confident. Unfortunately, the guy I killed didn't reload, so he gets to survive the first shot, but then... Got 2 down in bad positions and 1 inside still. The one next to me is out exposed completely. The other one's on the roof. I thought the third guy was on the roof with him, but it turns out he's in the bell tower. So what I do is decide to push into this compound a little bit and see if I can't find a lantern. Thankfully, I actually find one really lucky right around the corner here, and I just burn the guy outside to try to force the guy inside to come out to me. He doesn't move immediately, but I start rotating around because you don't want to be where they think you are. Being where he would expect him to be would be nothing but get him to peek at me, which would increase the chances of me dying. So I see him run by, take another shot, I burn his friend, and then I rotate to the side to try to get a better view of him. What I actually expect is, I expect after I burn his friend here that he's going to go onto the roof and try to res his friend who's on the top of the roof there. And I rotate around to stop that. But what actually plays out, you guys will obviously see here in a second.
Oh boy, here I go killing again.
I didn't figure this out immediately, but the blue shirt that I shot there actually did get his teammate up, and you'll tell in a second when you hear them shooting him and, clapping him for me. So I'm looking for this new team that showed up. They're obviously the other boss team that banished the boss and came over here. I didn't exactly expect that, but I knew it was a possibility, is why I was rotating this way. I accidentally aggro an immolator, and I have to get rid of it immediately. I can't risk losing too much health in case it gets sparked from something, so when I miss it, it's immediately nightmare. Better to get it out of the way now and just wait for 1 or 2 health to regen, than waiting for more health to regen if I let the burn go by trying to shoot it again. Being that I just gave my position away, I want to reposition a little bit. They heard me outside, so I head inside and try to get some height advantage. But then I hear someone running.
It was at this moment Jackson knew. He fucked up.
This is a really good spot. This new team just showed up, and I just removed one of their players. He didn't get to fire, didn't get to do anything. He's completely removed from the game. My ammo is low, so getting free kills like that's really nice. The fact that I know where his body is, and I know which way he came from, tells me his teammates approached from the west side. That means I can expect them inside and possibly on the roof. So if I push out to his body here, I need to watch the upper building. I also need to, hopefully, I was praying I would find a lantern. My idea was I would be able to burn this guy, pull his teammates to me, and fight on my terms versus theirs. What actually plays out is a little different. I expect this guy to be outside, but he's actually inside, so I'm looking in the wrong place and he gets the first shot. I fall back and I have to heal, and I realize just how low on ammo I am. I wait for my health to regen and I kind of plan out what I'm going to do. I know I need to get to the guy who I killed. I need to pick up his gun and hope it has more bullets than what I have. I also hopefully need to find a lantern on my way there or in that building. I see this guy out here and I try to take a shot. I can't get him, but I know that that means there's a different person there. I now know it looks like a Marshall Brewer looking character. It looks like a Mountain Man-esque character. It's actually the T2 tan shirt, but I know what they look like now, and then the Weird Sister. So knowing what all three of them look like, I know what I'm looking for in windows and such, and that helps me a lot. Seeing this guy's not in the window upstairs, I push out to his teammate finally, like I've been planning to do this entire time, and I'm praying for a lantern. What I find may surprise you. Somehow it was used, and I didn't hear it fired on the map, because this is actually the first time I've seen this weapon on this map. I didn't expect it, I didn't know about it. I sit on this guy's body, hoping his friend will come face check him and I can easy mow them down, but they decide to try to wait me out.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
Having asserted my dominance, I follow up the packs when I see him push back around the corner, and luckily enough, I actually get a kill off of it. So we have 2 down, and 1's tagged. Not killed, but tagged. So we reposition over to the side, and we get in a elevated position. In theory, this should give me the perfect spot to try to get this guy with this Avto. The first shot of the Avto isn't exactly accurate, but it's still a rifle shot. So if I can tag him in the head, I can tag him in the head. At least that's my plan here. So I'm watching for him on either of his teammates' bodies, and I see him crossing the road. He gets behind the fence, and it begins to occur to me that I am severely lacking in the bullets department. So I completely swap over to my pack and try to get the slash shot with the packs, just hoping I can land a shot. But after I miss enough of them, I just back off completely. I reload the packs in case of a really wild push, and I set off on a secret mission. While I went on my super secret mission for ammo, it looked like these guys stayed in Arden. Probably picking up their friends and licking their wounds. So I head back to Arden to try to finish this round out. Hopefully get the kills and get out of here. But I gotta keep an eye out for these guys as they come close. So I chap onto the map to make sure where they're at, and they're so close I actually jump. Two bounty carriers so close, I keep an eye across the river on my side in case the guy without the bounty tries to do some weird flank, but I keep pushing over there. I see one of them move through the window, and I know there are at least one of them over there, if not multiples. I'm assuming they're all together. So I come stomping through here, and I claim my territory.
What are you doing in my swamp?
I get tagged here, and I don't actually heal before I push across the river. It's a terrible decision, and it's very risky, but I wind up getting away with it. I know this guy was murdered when I killed him with the barrel earlier, when I tagged him around the corner, so he should only have one shot to most rifles. I don't have any AVTO ammo, but it doesn't seem to matter. And that is how you change up from a Supreme Eco build with an AVTO, or with a Winfield and weak Vit shots to an AVTO Rancor.